Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the second unit of problem solving and Python programming. This is the second unit syllabus. The first topic is Python interpreter and interactive mode. Before going to see the Python interpreter and interactive mode, we will see the introduction like what is meant by program and what is meant by interpreter and what is the difference between the compiler and the interpreter. Okay, program. What is meant by program? Program is a sequence of instructions, or we can say sequence of statements. So the statements do some actions. It tells the computer how to perform the computations. Okay, so the computations may be uh, mathematical computations or symbolic computations. Mathematical computations means we can solving the quadratic equations or roots of polynomial like that. Symbolic computations means searching and replacing the text in a document. Let's see some few basic instructions. First one is input. Input means get the data from keyboard. After getting the data, we do some processing and display the data on the screen. That is output. Next, math. Math is a math means perform the mathematical operations. Next one is check the condition and execute certain code. And repetition means perform some action repeatedly. So what is meant by program? Program is a sequence of instructions or statements which will do some actions. That means the set of instructions tells the computer how to perform the computations. So the computations may be a mathematical computations or symbolic computations. Some mathematical computations related to the mathematical calculations like solving any equations or finding the roots of a polynomial like that. Symbolic computation in the sense searching and replacing the text in a document. So we have some basic instructions like input, output, math, and conditional execution, repetition. So input and output means getting data from the keyboard, that is called as input. Output means display the data on the screen. Math means perform some mathematical operations. Next one is conditional execution. We can check the condition and execute the certain code. Last one is repetition. Repetition in the sense to perform some action repeatedly. Python programming language is a high level programming language like C, C++, like Java. So which is a interpreted language. Because the Python language is executed by an interpreter, which was developed by Guido van Rossum in the year of 1991. The earlier version of Python programming language is ABC. To overcome the limitations of ABC, Python language was developed. Python is a high level language and also a interpreted language because Python is executed by an interpreter which was developed by Guido van Rossum in the year of 1991. Which is the there is ABC language is the earlier version of Python programming language. In order to overcome the limitations of ABC, Python language was developed. Next, we will see the features of Python. The first and foremost feature of Python is which is a open source software because which is publicly available. And next feature is easy to read and learn and easy to maintain and portable, and also provides automatic memory management. Next, we see about the features of Python. The features of Pythons are normally the Python is a open source software because which is publicly available and which is easy to read and learn and also easy to maintain and portable. Python provides the automatic memory management also. So these are the features of Python. Python interpreter and interactive mode. This is the first topic of our syllabus. I already told Python is a interpreted language because the Python programs are executed by the Python interpreter. So the Python interpreter takes the high level programming language as an input and executes the program and finally produces the output. Okay. So the Python interpreter always get the input of source code. Source code in the sense it's a high level programming language, Python language, and also the input data and do some processing. That is executes the program and finally which produces the output. Another one translator is the compiler. The compiler reads the whole source program and translate it into the machine language. That is executable code. So once a program is compiled, the program can be executed repeatedly without further translation. Here, see the diagram source code. Source code means it's a high level language and which is the input of compiler. The compiler translate the source code, that is high level language, into machine language. Then it will get the input data, do the that is do the processing, that is executing the program and produces the output. From the previous slides we can understand what is the difference between interpreter and compiler. We can compare these two translators. That is interpreter always translate the program one statement at a time, and the compiler translate entire program into the machine code. This is the main difference between interpreter and compiler. The other differences are the interpreter has no intermediate code, and compiler always generate the intermediate code. The execution point of view, interpreter is slower but compiler is fast execution. And interpreter takes less memory and compiler takes more memory. Examples of interpreter languages Python and compiler languages are C, C++. We have two different modes. One is interpreter mode and in another one is interactive mode. Interpreter mode is otherwise called script mode. First, we see about Python interpreter mode. Interpreter mode, the Python programs, that is when we type the Python programs and the interpreter displays the results. So the Python programs always stored with the extension of .py. So .py files are run in the Python interpreter. So .py is the extension of Python programs. So by the use of command line window, we can execute the Python programs. The steps to be followed to use the command prompt. The first step is open text editor to write the program. After writing the program, we can save the file with the extension of .py. After that, open command prompt, type the name of the program. After typing the name of the program, just press enter. It will shows the output of the particular program. Next mode is Python interactive mode. In this Python interactive mode is a command line shell which gives the immediate feedback for each and every statement. We have two methods. One is Python 3.6 shell and another one is Python IDLE. In Python 3.6, a prompt will appear. It usually have three greater than signs and each statements can be entered after this symbol. For continuous lines, three dots will be displayed. Okay. Another one is IDLE, that is Integrated Development for Learning Environment, which provides a user-friendly console to the Python user. So here we have different colors are used to represent the different keywords. Next topic is debugging. Before going to see what is by debugging, we know that what is by errors. So the errors means The mistakes present in the program is called errors, which is otherwise called bugs. The process of tracking the errors is called debugging. Each program contains three types of errors may occur. So, the type of errors are syntax error, runtime error, and semantic error. First one is syntax error. Syntax error refers to the structure of the program. That is, syntax refers to structure and also rules about the structure. So, Python can only execute the program if the syntax is correct. Otherwise, which display the error message. So, second one is runtime error. This type of error is occur during the execution of the program. And last one is semantic error. This type of error will not generate any type of error message, but it will not do the right thing since the meaning of the program is wrong.